Hello there, this is Coach Suiso and welcome to this introductory video on our virtual titration lab. Today you're going to be doing this virtual titration lab through Gizmo, and I've got instructions on the assignment for this lab on how to access the Gizmo. You're going to go through your myKDCloud account so that when you search for Gizmo and click on it, it will automatically log you in with your KDISD credentials. This that you see right here in front of you is my homepage, but if you go through yours, you'll see your classes that you are enrolled in that have a Gizmo, and you'll go ahead and click on your chemistry class. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this top one right here. And when you click on it, you will see titration as a lab option, and you're going to go over to the right here, and you're going to click launch. And this is where you're going to be completing your titration. You don't need to worry about the worksheet over here on the right. We are going to be completing our lab on a separate PDF that has been already embedded into your assignment, and you're going to be uploading that to complete the lab. So we're simply going to be using this screen as our tool, as essentially our lab workbench. So you can see that we've got a titration set up right here. We've got our burette with our titrant in it, and we've got down here an unknown analyte. And you've got a reset button over here, and you've got some basic information. You've got what's in your flask, what's in your analyte, you've got what's in your burette, a counter for your volume as you put your titrant into your analyte, and you also have your indicator. At any point in time during this lab, if you need to reset it, you can go ahead and click reset, and it will restore essentially factory settings. Over here on the right, you're going to choose your titrant that's going to go in your burette, and you're going to choose your analyte, which is going to go in your flask. So you'll see here we've got our options that you'll be able to pick from. It does tell you the molarity of your titrant, but remember your analyte, you do not know the molarity of your analyte. It's a mystery. Here you'll be able to click your indicator, and it gives you some basic information about that indicator and when it reaches its equivalence point. You'll also see down at the bottom that it is given a balanced chemical equation for your reference, but always make sure you double check that it's balanced, etc. When you are actually doing your titration, I'm going to go ahead and just go to phenolphthalein here to give you an idea. When you're adding it, this right here is your stopcock. When it's at the bottom, it's closed. When it's up 1, it's going drop by drop, so 0.1 milliliters at a time, and you can see that going up right here. If you go up further, it goes much faster. So I would be careful using that as you get late into the titration when you're trying to be really careful. You can see it going in. It's going to eventually start turning pink. There we go. So I'm going to slow it down. You can also do it drop by drop by clicking up and then down, up and then down. And you notice it turns pink and then it goes away because we've got that stir rod. And again, like you saw in the demo of the titration last week, for the phenolphthalein, you want to get it to stay a light pink. And as you can see, as I'm putting my titrant into my analyte and titrating it, my volume is going up. So it's keeping track of that for me as I go. If you go too far, oh, and I went too far, way too far. If you go too far, turn it off and always click reset. And it'll reset your factory settings so that you can start over again. Remember, if you do go too far, you do have to do it again so that you can make sure that your calculations for your titration are correct. Okay? And that is how you use that. Remember, you're not going to be using the worksheet. You don't have to turn anything in on the Gizmo itself. You're going to turn everything in on the PDF that you are going to be uploading. Good luck.